Should I skip the intro?
No.
Fucking too late on. All right, guys. I'm here with Uber Traxx. We're gonna do a very, very quick video. Because he's got shit to do. I got shit to do. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about what I'm gonna do this week. This week, I'm going to count the difference between what the passengers are paying and what I'm earning. And I'm going to show this at the end of the week just to show you guys exactly what the difference is with the flat surge in effect. Because I had a few pool rides today because I want to kind of see exactly how much I can make on these pools, and I'm making a lot. And every pool ride I took today, minus one, Uber took a hit. So I think if you're frustrated with Uber and you're driving a major market with flat surge, if you want to stick it to them, might want to rock those pools. But I'm going to keep everyone updated as to what the difference is, and we're both going to be doing more projects we're going to find ways to maximize earnings while being flexible, running all three apps, getting the best promos, chasing the best promos, and that's, unfortunately, like I said, I don't think the flat surge is going anywhere. So to maximize earnings, you just have to strategize. So
yeah, absolutely. So like he just said, the first thing is going to be running all three apps and being online all the time, because you never know what kind of ride you're going to get. Like, let's say you're on a Lyft ride and it's just a regular Lyft ride, and then that pool ride with a bunch of surge and $3 per pickup pops up, and you better go get that ride, because that ride's going to pay way better than that one Lyft ride. On top of that, Via is running some pretty nasty promotions. This morning, their promotion was 3 rides for $65 in gross fares. Now, I'm at a 10% commission rate. I think they're bringing people on at a 12.5 right now.
I can't confirm that.
I don't remember. I don't remember. But here, just real quick, I did my 3 rides prior to 6 a.m. and glary.
Get it close.
And here's what I actually earned in earnings. And then they make up the difference. It was $31.97 in earnings, so I made 65, and then minus the 650, that's $58.50 just in 3 trips. It took me about an hour. So I mean, in all reality, you're kind of a fool for not taking those 3 trips.
Oh yeah, those are a lifesaver.
Yeah, that's a lifesaver, because my day would have been a total bust. I mean, I don't have the downtown city strategy just licked like, you know, some of these other guys. So you know, I kind of struggled from, you know, 6 a.m. to 9, I only did about $70, and I had my airport trip in this morning to cap my day at $165.50. But from 3 a.m. to like 9:15, that's 6.5 hours, right? Yeah. So in 6.5 hours to do $165.50, what is that? It's $25.50 an hour. Seat time. Seat time. So, and I think that's just, if anybody thought you couldn't make money with all this new stuff, I mean, I myself was frustrated. I mean, ask Gio. I was fucking pissed. like I took a couple of trips and they just didn't pay right, but then I kind of just watched what everybody else was doing in the group chat. Shout out to the other revolutionaries. And I just kind of took little bits and pieces of what everybody else was doing and then tried to apply it to today. You know, tomorrow I'm going to do even better, and the next day I'm going to do even better. So it's not dead. Uber's not dead. I think shutting off Uber would just make you make less money. But yeah, you're definitely going to have to make sure you're hitting the streak bonuses, make sure that you're doing the Via promos, and make sure that you're hitting as many Uber rides as you can to try and hit that quest.
And that's the thing with, you're not, as a contractor, you're not tied down to a single app. If you get good streak bonuses from Lyft for the week, like let's say the Friday morning streak bonus is $25 for what, 5 rides in a row, and Uber's not like surging at all, get the streak bonus. If you're not chasing the quest or anything like that, don't be afraid to be flexible. It's not, as long as the money's getting deposited in your account, who really cares, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it honestly is all about taking the trips that are paying you the most money. Like, this is your business, and Uber, Lyft, Via, those are just your clients. each one of those clients has their own problems. Uber's got problems, and Lyft's got problems, and Via's got problems, and we all have solutions to those problems. So it's like, oh, well, Uber, this and that, and I know how to work it. Like, you're just short-sighted if you're just sticking with just one. You fish with one pole, you catch one fish.
Exactly.
You fish with 3 poles, you catch way more
Go
fish.
hunting with 3 bullet, like you're...
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I saw a deer on Orleans and Chicago.
That must be like a random sight for you.
And the passenger was like, "Can we follow it?" I'm like, "We can," but then it got away.
Dude, for me in the burbs, man, that's like a every single morning.
Well,
man.
that's like the time I saw a coyote for the first time in Lombard, and I'm like, I didn't know we had coyotes in the state. No, but another, for example, me, I don't really like taking regular Lyft rides all that much, unless Lyft offers me a good guarantee for the week. But I have been, as you guys know, I've been leaving Lyft Lux on in tandem, and I'm getting lots and lots of requests. I had one 45-minute plus Lux ride request today that I actually turned down because it was 2 minutes after my first pull passenger got in the car. It's just like, you ever want to kick a passenger out so bad?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Just to make more money, or just
for real.
like, hey, I think I got to, you hear that? Is that a flat? You might have to get out.
No, I know. I had a regular...
That speed away.
I had one, it was like a regular X, and then like 150% lift came in.
Oh, yeah.
And
So
I was so salty I couldn't
2.5X?
take it. Yeah, I was so salty I couldn't take it.
What do you think the odds are the flat surge sticks around?
100%.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, you know what though? I think if there's 100-something people in my group chat alone, and we end up making more money with the flat surge, like, the message can spread that it's possible to kind of game the system more.
Yeah.
Because Uber does not want to lose money. They impose the flat surge to make more money.
Right. Now,
But there's ways to game the system.
They were like advertising all these great features, like knowing the direction of the trip and all this other
It probably
stuff.
depend on the market.
And then we didn't get anything they advertised, and then we got this flat surge. Which
Oh yeah,
was a
destination
surprise.
filter did not work this morning.
So yeah,
I was waiting for a pool. I had the app on for like 10 minutes.
honestly, that's why I was happy I got on Via, but my last Via ride went to Midway. And I know, I was like, fuck.
You don't expect that one, do you?
No, I hit yeah, it sucked. I ended up getting off on like Cermak or something before Lakeshore Drive. So let's just talk a little bit about the Lakeshore Drive stuff, man. I mean, 2 lanes shut down. I know.
I don't want to accept it.
Two lanes shut down.
In each direction?
In each direction, and Lower Wacker and Randolph exits closed.
Yeah.
That's gonna...
bad for people like me that really abuse Lakeshore Drive in their city driving.
Yeah.
I don't know. This was the first day. I'll find a way to make it work. Obviously, I'll keep everyone.
Did you get on it at all?
Honestly, so obviously from 4 to 10 or 4 to 9:40, the app was on most of that time. The only time I took the app off was when I dropped off this girl. I got my last CT bonus from picking up a girl pretty much a little bit south of the loop, like Congress and State, and she was going to Shed Aquarium. So I figured Lakeshore Drive looked bad heading north. It didn't look awful. I got on Lakeshore Drive and I lost about 35 minutes just to get from like where Soldier Field or where the Field Museum is to like Randolph. Literally 35 minutes. So I think I'm gonna have to ditch. I'm probably gonna have to take Michigan Avenue back up, or maybe just stay on 90. I don't know, but traffic was horrible for my last.
Well, the highways were friggin' jacked because of Lakeshore.
I mean, it's gonna cause congestion everywhere. So.
Everywhere, yeah. So, I mean, really, what I was doing was I was just kind of going against the traffic, you know. So, I had a passenger that right away it was like, get on 90, and I was like, it said 39 minutes into the loop, and I was just like rolled my head back, and
it's unavoidable though, unfortunately.
And I ended up taking Wells, and I was gonna take LaSalle, and then I saw LaSalle was trash too.
That was awful.
So I stayed off of LaSalle and I took Wells, and Wells was good all the way up until downtown. Then it got backed up a little bit, and then I got off Washington and took that over to Jackson. So that seemed to cut. I think that trip took like 23 or 24 minutes because I checked it out, and the passenger actually gave me like an expert navigation badge, so I was pretty happy with that after some other jerk gave me a low rating and my rating went down.
Dude, no joke. I think I honestly might be spamming Hyde Park for the next month and a half.
Yeah, so that was
because there's a lot of pools there, and you know, I haven't taken a good look exactly because what the Lyft prime time is showing, because that's how you can usually tell how busy it actually is, how the Lyft prime time is compared to the Uber surge. But it's completely flipped because this morning the whole Uber map was just red all the way up until the suburbs.
Yeah, yours was red. Mine's piss yellow.
But the prime time, you have an iPhone.
Yeah, I have an iPhone.
But the prime time on Lyft showed all the 100-200% by the north side.
I had a passenger tell me that last ride that I was just telling you about down Wells. He price shopped it. Lyft was like $26 and Uber was $10. And I made like $13. Yeah, he had a pass. He had a city pass for 25% off.
You've seen the 40% off thing. I've gotten that 3 weeks in a row.
You got 40? No, this guy had 25%.
I've gotten the offer from 3 weeks in a row from Uber.
But I got paid like $13 and he said he paid like $9.50 for the ride. So Uber's taking a hit on some of those. So.
Uber's taking a big hit lately. Yeah. But like I said, I'm going to be counting and I'm going to be showing you guys the difference.
I think it's on the longer trips out of the city that's where they're going to be catching a lot.
I don't know.
Then longer trips with the pools. I mean, especially, you've seen that one $142 Lyft got or Uber got, and the driver got 60.
That's because they charge. I mean, pools to the airport.
Yeah,
you're not saving anything.
Yeah, if it's. I mean,
as a passenger, what are you saving? Like $3?
Yeah,
like they're still gonna gouge you no matter what.
Yeah. So I didn't get hardly any pool requests this morning. I had all.
I did 17 rides.
No, I only did
16.
16. I did 8 on
and 0 towards Quest. Gotta love it.
Really? Oh, because they changed it this
10
week.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yeah. I've had 10 a.m. for the last 2
Oh,
weeks.
you've had 10 a.m.
I hate it. I despise it.
I don't think I have that.
I mean, I still hit it pretty easily, but
no, I don't have that. You have 10 a.m.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I've had it for 2 weeks.
Oh.
You're lucky. Look at you. 25 rides for Quest. Go home.
Yeah.
No,
that's only tier 1.
No, but I do think, I think the flat surge, like I said, it is impossible to like. But you could still make it work for you if you drive. And I don't want to be hearing about suburb drivers. I can't believe this new surge. How the fuck often did you guys get surge in the first place?
Yeah,
you got surge once in a while.
Yeah, very good point. Like, if you watch my channel at all, you know my airport strategy is extremely unaffected. It does not affect it at all. You're still getting paid the exact same amount from the suburbs to the airports.
Some of the guys that hang in Schaumburg, I can't believe they killed the surge. It's like, when did you ever get surge at 7 o'clock in the morning in Schaumburg? Yeah. Never. Yeah. Unless it was like a blizzard.
So now there are some pretty extreme haters out there that talking about revolting and
gotta love it.
and turning off the app every Monday and stuff like that. You all want to go and do that. That's just more for me and Gio and the rest of the revolutionaries. Please keep the app off.
If there was if there was a good organization.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
If there was solid organization with a good, clear message, and a willingness to work for your effort, you sign me up. But trying to deactivate other drivers, oh no.
Yeah, that's messed up.
You're out of your mind. But
yeah, I can't believe that and I don't think there actually are. I mean, who's got the fucking money to do that?
Yeah, that guy looks pretty broke.
I mean, he drives. I mean, I saw he had like a 03 CTS or something.
Oh, that Sal guy?
Yeah. Oh, it was a different guy.
That's a different guy. That guy's ugly as fuck. That's a coyote ugly right there.
Sal squared. Wow. Nah, for real though. I mean, the bottom line is take the trips that are paying you the most money. Stop being loyal to one or the other like Gio here.
The city, I like Uber. The shitty part, I think the really, really shitty part right now is I do feel like I'm relearning how to drive. Because I am legitimately getting excited when I see a pull request because I had like one that was $750 for the first one, and then I think $550 for each additional passenger.
What?
I see that, I'm like, hell yeah,
What?
right?
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't see anything close to that.
I was on the north side.
Yeah.
Because I had my...
I just couldn't get back up there.
I didn't get a rematch from my first O'Hare run, and then I just turned the app off, got some Starbucks, and then... Yeah, no, my filter wasn't working.
Yeah, it wasn't
So I was
working.
just like, I can't risk an Uber X going to the airport right now, even though it was
That's
searching
why I
really
was
well.
lucky I was on Via until 6.
Yeah.
Because at 6...
Well, this was after 6. This was like 6:05.
No, I know. That's when I hit up the chat, and I was like, hey, are the airports 45 plus right now?
Oh, that's where you were.
That's where I was.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I was
No,
like,
the airport's not going to say 45 plus until at least 6:45.
Yeah,
unless
now.
something catastrophic happened.
yeah, now. It used to be 5:30.
No, but it's historical data. But
yeah.
no, so yeah, this morning I was waiting for a pool because I figured pools still go to the airports. They don't do it all the time. But I didn't want to take that risk, especially because they weren't letting me use my filter. So, like I said, I feel like I'm relearning how to drive, but I still got to make it work. I mean, you guys are looking over here, 160 on a Monday morning.
Yeah.
After, I mean, going into Tuesday, I'll be at $300.
Fuck.
Solid.
Damn, you did 160?
Well, that's with the... I hit 3 of the
Via
CTs.
saved my ass.
So you're 164?
Yeah, I got 165.50.
I mean, this works. I can live with that. I mean, if I had that good of a Monday, that means 130 Tuesday, 120 Wednesday, 110 Thursday, another 150 Friday. Like, I make most of my money in the morning, and then just kind of bullshit a little bit at night. So
Yeah, no, that's...
you make all your money Monday and Friday.
Yeah, Monday and Fridays, all of it. I mean, it's just too stupid not to be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you are. Like, I know people who are executives of businesses that do this in a couple hours before work and a couple hours after work. They make maybe $10,000-$12,000 a year, and they take their family on some crazy awesome vacation. He doesn't need the money, but he doesn't want the money to come off of his bottom line. You know, those people, they live lifestyles that are a little more uppity, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They drive Benzes, they got big houses. I don't care if you make 6 figures. Like, he's probably struggling just like everybody else, you know? So, really, I mean, if you're making $250 on a good Monday and a good Friday, it's $500 a week. It's $26,000 a year. You know, like,
And you get like those miles, so it's not like you're gonna be paying out the ass for taxes at the end of the year, especially if you're part time. So
yeah, and especially if you incorporate yourself, crying out loud. But no, other than that. So, what do you think? Are you a pool whore now?
you're getting there. Ask me in a week. I mean, 16 rides for 5 hours, that's a lot of rides.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, I didn't do my pivot, so the app was on, you know, straight, because I mean, it was on from like 4 to 5:30, and then from 6 to like 8:05. I mean, so yeah. But I think pools, they're paying better now, and you're sticking it to Uber a little bit. You know, it's kind of, and that's a win. And like I said, there's correct ways to protest and there's incorrect ways to protest, and one of them is to kind of hit them where it hurts financially. That's my opinion.
Well, that's one way. I mean, 40% of all of their rides are shared anyways, and they already have difficulty taking it.
Yeah.
So, you know, in this case, it looks like they've recognized that, are giving us a little bit more to make sure that those rides are being taken care of. Because, I mean, look at New York. They capped everybody because there's not enough shared rides. I mean, in all reality...
You think we're going to get kept?
I don't think so, because of Rahm Emanuel and his ties to Uber and his family and
His
whatnot.
family got out of it. Or his brother got out of it.
Doesn't matter. You know, once you're in, you're in. You know, it's like a secret
I don't
handshake
think Rahm
society.
really likes Uber that much. But
you know, like I said, secret handshake. I think Chicago is.
I think we
isolated
benefit
a
from the
little bit.
cap.
I don't
Personally,
know.
but
I'm indifferent on that, because I mean, how are they going to cap it? Are they going to say, oh, if you're online?
well, we don't have a TLC commission like New York does, so
That's true.
they would have to essentially start a new organization to monitor rideshare, and they don't have the resources for that right now. So that, just to get that going, would probably take a few years.
Yeah, and Lyft and Uber aren't exactly like sharing information.
No.
they're not like friends, okay? So your time on the apps and stuff aren't shared with other things,
Yeah.
The only time that could really catch you up is if you get into an accident and they really look deep into it. But in that case, just who slips sink ships.
Yeah.
But shit, any crazy passenger stories this morning?
This morning?
Beautiful women.
I had a puker Friday night. Was it Friday night or Saturday night? That's Friday night, yeah. But I had the trusty bags. Again, thank you to Jimmy Sullivan, our resident firefighter. Dude, these are a lifesaver.
Really?
I've had 2 people puking these, yeah.
Dude, I pulled up.
The car smelled funny, but it was all good.
Last Friday, I pulled up to some bar. I don't even remember where I was, and the girl's name was like Alejandra. I don't remember, something Andreas or something like that, but it was a female. And I saw these 2 dudes like helping her up off the curb. Ooh, and I literally had pulled up like window to where they were sitting on the curb, and I just drove away. I went around the corner and I got
Professionalism 101.
I don't want that shit in my car. And then, she like couldn't even stand on her own. And then, and it was her Uber, like her name on it. So I was like, these guys are just gonna throw her in the car and make me deal with it. So I was like, And then, so as I pulled around the corner, I got another ping, and it was from literally across the street. So I had to go back, and they saw me. They were like, "There's that gas."
Oh yeah. On that note, if you're gonna cancel on someone for like, let's say a timer runs out, do it when you have a green light. Because that is so awkward when you cancel on someone. You're like, sorry. You don't want to see that person after you cancel on them.
Yeah.
So time it correctly. If you're at a red light and the timer ran out, give it like another 7-8 seconds until you get the green light, so you don't have to lock eyes with that person. Yeah. I hate that.
Really? I think one of my favorite things to do is to time out a pool passenger and then
as they're coming in the car,
and then get their request again. No, not as they're coming out of the car.
Oh no, I fucking cancel on that shit.
Dude, I'll cancel on them.
That's a guaranteed 1 star.
Fuck them, I don't care. I'll pick them up and scold their asses.
My rating's better than yours. I care.
Yeah, that's true. My rating did take a dip today. I'm like a 4.9 now.
That's all right. You only got like 700 rides.
That's true.
I didn't clear 4.9.
I think it's the stick shift, to be honest. I had a guy
jerking.
I had that guy who canceled on me while we were on 90.
That's unbelievable.
It was ridiculous. And that guy was complaining about my driving, and he's like, "Can you make it less jerky?" And I was like,
"Just for you."
I was like, "Dude, I drive a stick shift." He literally goes, "I don't know what that means." I was like,
kids these days.
It's the most condescending voice I could. I was like,
how old is this guy?
Dude, he was like at least mid-30s.
Oh, what?
And I was like, I have to manually shift the gears? And he's like, well, can you do it smoother? I was like, you want to try? Next thing I know, he cancels the ride. I'm like,
oh, have you guys noticed on the, because you don't have the new app, right?
No, Apple rejected it.
Have you guys noticed that the new app, the chime, sounds like an EKG meter?
Really?
Yeah.
So turn it on. I want to hear.
I'm not gonna get a ride right now. No, but it sounds like an EKG meter when it's like chiming, and then when you accept the ride, it sounds like that flatline beep. It sounds like for just a smidgen of a second.
I noticed like if I have all my sounds off,
that's kind of ominous.
I noticed if I have all my sounds off and I'm not on the app, like I don't have the app up, it'll actually still give me the first tone.
Yeah.
And then it'll go away. So that's kind of a cool change.
The lift chime kind of scares me a little bit.
Dude,
it's too surprising. It'll wick you.
It's so annoying.
Especially because I have Lux on, so like I know those rides don't come all the time. So sometimes I got one.
You're like, yeah.
I got one when I was buying lunch yesterday, and I had one of these Diet Cokes, turkey breast, and Evian water, and I got the ping as she was ringing it up, and she's like, "Did you see a price for the Evian?" I'm like, "No." And she starts calling the person for the price check. I'm like, "No, I'm in a rush. I need to go right now." So, because this Lyft Lux is like 3 blocks away.
Like, Lyft Lux, bitch. Yeah. I gotta go.
If it was an Uber X, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. Take your time. But Lyft Lux, it was 100% Lyft Lux from a hotel. So I was hoping airport ride. No, it was to another hotel. It was an older couple. They were just. Yeah. It was hot yesterday. I get it.
Yeah, true. They didn't want to walk.
Yeah, so I think that's all we got, though.
Yeah. Other than that, guys,
You got to hop in on the live chat one of these days.
Stay hustling. What do you mean?
You got to get involved in the live chat.
Yeah, well, we were gonna.
I gotta get Manny and Rick back in one. They like them.
Yeah, you gotta get an Andrew too. You gotta get a.
Andrew's not funny.
I know he's kind of a dullard.
He's a midget too.
He's not a midget. He's as tall as Patrick Kane.
Andrew looks tall in pictures, like.
But at least he's got a nice guy.
Yeah. I like Andrew.
Yeah.
No, we gotta do like one of those. I can't do them every week because I don't have time anymore, but maybe like every 2-3 weeks.
You gotta get a laptop so we can do it.
I think we could do this now with the AZ recorder. Maybe.
We'll
figure it out.
All right, guys.
That's it, guys. I want to thank y'all for watching. Uber Traxx. I'm gonna leave a link to his channel in the description. And everyone, please stay safe, stay driven, stay classy, and stay bearded. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye bye. Sound quality's gonna suck on this one.